Hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Dave, how are you, mate? Welcome to Fortune's Hiding Down Under TV. A couple of live viewers already. Thanks for joining us.
Both of them. We're not alone.
All two of them, mate. All two of them. How you been, Dave?
Bloody warm, mate. I'm sitting in my garage right now. It's about 35 degrees, and I am sweating my small balls off. Yourself?
Oh, mate, I've had my air conditioning running all day because it's been fucking hot here in Brisbane. 35 degrees today, which has been quite a change from the rain we've been having lately, isn't it? So.
Yeah, needs a big storm to wash it away, I think.
Yeah, fucking nice. And for you, I hope it'd be nice if it came tonight. So I don't think you're going to be that lucky. We have to apologise. We've got Matty, who's away. He's picking up his family, who've just arrived from the UK, and Kingy is on his way back from his six-a-side final. So hopefully he comes in with a win, and he is in a good mood. But you never know with the big guy. There's always a lot going on, isn't that right, Dave?
Oh yeah, I mean, hopefully he's in a better mood than he was on Monday, hey?
That was a good chat. I enjoyed it. He was a little bit pissed off, but it was good chat, and hopefully we can carry that on tonight. So let's kick off, mate. We've got one of your favourite teams coming up tomorrow morning. We've got a very, very early kick-off here. Brisbane, I think it's 3:45, isn't it? So we're up bright and early for that one.
I know. I've set my alarm already for 3:30.
Yeah.
Cannot wait, mate. Yeah.
Practically pinching yourself. You're going to sleep out there in the garage tonight just so you don't disturb the family, mate, or what?
No, mate. I am sleeping under the aircon directly.
Good for you.
So we're on to the Serbian Gypsies, eh?
We are. I was actually just having a look, and in their Super League, I don't think they've lost since way back in October. But in the Europa League, they've been spanked by Freiburg home and away. They've shipped in 8 goals and only got 1 themselves. So, I mean, look, nothing's ever a given. And I just heard that we've got Bowen, Antonio, Kudus, and Alvarez all haven't travelled. So. On the other side of that, Dan Chester's, Lewis Orford, Ollie Skulls, and Mbama have in their places. So it's screaming for Mbama time, in my opinion. What about yours?
Absolutely. I think we were saying it on Monday, weren't we? It's absolutely essential that he gets a start tomorrow. I guess the one thing that I kind of highlighted is you want to see him with regular first team players. And if he's got too many kids around him, I fear that he's not going to get that service. That said, last year we went away to Romania, didn't we? The other Gypsies, and won quite comfortably with the kids.
We did.
So who knows what could happen out there? But I certainly won't be pinning his everything on. This performance if he is thrown in with a load of Rezzies and other kids,
Yeah, no, of course not. But look, it's a great opportunity for him to lead the line. It'll be interesting to see who Moyes puts alongside him, whether or not we do go to that 3-5-2 formation, which works so well over here in Australia and puts Ings around him. I don't know. Ben Rama would have to get a start in my opinion as well. I'm not sure what you think about that one.
I think Fornals too.
Yeah.
Look, I think we had a lot to say about Ings on Monday, didn't we? I don't think any of us really want to see him anywhere near the first team. I don't know. Has Paquetá travelled?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, they were the only 4 that haven't travelled. So I'd like to see us put out as strong a team as ever. The only thing I'll say in Ings' defence is, we haven't seen that big, like that small, tall sort of combination up front. We've played 2 up front, and he was it was shit, but it was Ings and Bowen, wasn't it? So, you know, what we saw in pre-season, that small tool, like Ings played very well off Mbama and vice versa, but you know, it's difficult to say with Moyes. Like he doesn't seem to like to change a lot in terms of formation, so maybe it might be a Mbama up front, but then you put Ben Rama on the left, but who starts on the right hand side if you do play that what is it, the 4-2-3-1 formation?
Well, where are you going to play Fornals? If you want to start him as well, I think.
Fornals without Alvarez, we need to work out who that defensive midfielder will be. Might be JWP, Souček, and Paqueta in the middle.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, look, can Fornals go on the right? I don't know.
Well, he seems to play every other fucking position that Moyes puts him, except for midfield, doesn't he? So
true.
Yeah.
I think we really miss Bowen down that right hand side. I know he's been good through the middle as well, but I think he really dominates that right hand side and gives us a bit more assurance to backing up Soufal as well in the defensive duties. So yeah, be interesting to see who plays out there. I think that trio of JWP, Paqueta, and Souček has got to start. Yeah, look, I think Mbama gets a start. And I really don't want to see Ings up there. We keep making excuses for him, saying, he hasn't been tried in a pair, and he hasn't. He hasn't really done it at all.
No, you're right. You're right. He hasn't. So, I mean, look, probably the only thing that we know is for certain is that Fabianski will start over Areola. Mavropanos will probably come in for Kudus, but the rest is really a fucking unknown, isn't it?
Yeah, unless he goes with wing backs and plays Soufal and Emerson. But then is Cresswell fit? Is Cresswell going to get a start?
Don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. I haven't seen anything to say that he isn't. So who really knows? I mean, we'll talk about the Palace game a little bit later, but that's just as important as this game as well. But mate, I'm pretty sure that you posted something in our Brisbane Hammers page earlier on today, or maybe even yesterday, about our results for this game, and not 100%. Well, we don't physically need the win, do we? We just need a result more than anything. Is that right?
I think any result will do. I think the one thing it doesn't do is doesn't give us any edge over Freiburg, right? So regardless of what happens, it's a playoff for the top spot against Freiburg when we play them. If Olympiacos beat Freiburg and we lose, that's a scenario where we're a bit sudden deathy for going out and down into the Conference League in the last game. If we were to lose that final game and Olympiacos beat Backa Topola. Look, I don't see us losing tomorrow, and to be honest, I don't. Is Freiburg Olympiacos in Freiburg?
I was just about to ask you the same thing, mate. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure on who's home and who's away.
If that's in Greece, then Olympiacos might fancy their chances. But I've got a feeling that it is away. It is in Freiburg.
Quick look, it's Freiburg. So
Freiburg, just confirm that yourself. So look, I can't see Olympiacos getting a win in Freiburg. To be frank, and then that pretty much guarantees us top 2 space regardless of what happens tomorrow. So look, I think if any game where you can rotate and put a few kids in, I guess what I was saying today was it's this one. Freiburg, we have to go all out to try and win to avoid that extra game, right? Whereas this one, we can probably try something a bit different, throw a few kids out there, and it looks like we're going to have to a degree, right? There's a number of players that haven't travelled. So there will be players listed for sure.
We look, that does throw up an interesting scenario. But look, I'd love to see us go all out attack here. If we win this, it just makes that Freiburg game so much better. Which actually you'll be there for that as well. So how much of an enjoyable night will that be? Knowing that we're through to the next stage, but I mean, with the position we're in right now, the last thing we want to do is be facing all those teams that could be coming down from the Champions League games as well, right?
Exactly. We don't want that at all. We don't want that extra game. I just need like a hole in the head.
Fucking need it, do we?
But regardless of tomorrow, right, we need to get something against Freiburg to top the group. But I think we'll do it. I think we'll probably have enough about us to win, regardless of who we play tomorrow. And then I think Freiburg.
Yeah. Oh, you're frozen there, mate. Don't know if it's you or me. I got you.
Evening, chaps. A show on West Ham Network. I assume that's West Ham Network. Every Thursday morning, our time. Gave you a big shout out this morning. Hope it helps. Love to get one of you boys on one week. Sounds like a good plan, Kieran. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate any help we can get.
Another comment from Kieran. Mubama and Ings look like an option. Yeah, I think it is an option. We kind of discussed it just now, and I don't know. I think we showed our sort of disdain for Ings on Monday, I think. And I think we're all a bit sort of thinking he's had enough sort of chances and just doesn't do enough for the team. That said, though, we did see glimpses with him up front with Mubama in Perth where he sort of looked all right. So yeah, look, it might be a shout. Yeah.
It is a long time since Perth, though, Dave, as well. And Ings just hasn't shown a lot of form or confidence really since Perth, has he?
He's just not shown his worth to the team. He's not shown that he's an option really to me. I think he's washed up. And he's not going to. It's just not going to work for him at West Ham. I think he needs to be moved on in January. Having said that, if he starts tomorrow, if he gets a goal or two, and starts a new fresh vein of form.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to change things, does it?
No. But I don't know. I just don't see Ings working out in our system.
Yeah.
Comment from Haydos. Whilst I don't think we'll thrash them like Freiburg, have predicted them a 3-1 to West Ham. That's probably about the money for me. That's probably the result that's on the tip of my tongue too. Should we do predictions while we're here? I'm going to go with Haydos and go 3-1. What do you say, mate?
Yeah, look, if we concede, I reckon it'll be early because we'll be disorganised, or there'll be a bit of nerves, and there's obviously changes there, right? So I mean, we'll definitely concede one. I reckon it's going to be maybe a 2-1 win. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep, cool. Any kind of win.
Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
A couple of the guys here are just restating the fact that if we win tomorrow, we'll only need a draw against Freiburg to finish top. Yeah, that's exactly right. I think Rani Bubbles online saying the same thing. Good evening, Rani. Probably morning your time. I think you're over in the UK, aren't you? Win tonight and draw against Freiburg will see us win the group. Yeah, so I think that's what we all want. Personally, I'm going to the Freiburg game, so I'd like to see us have a real good game against them and put them to bed. That would be great. Yeah. Nikamang Sudiariani, I'm going to go with. Hope I've pronounced that right, mate. Sudiariani. How's that? It's like areola, stiff areolas. Mubama goal, Cresswell assist. Yeah, that'd be nice. I think if Cresswell is fit, I'm sure he'll be knocking on the door to get a start. Mubama will be on there as well.
Yeah. Do you reckon Cornet gets in there?
Can he play on the right?
He might have to, right? I mean, if you go with my theory that fucking Moyes ranks every player from 1 to 20 regardless of position, he's got to be in there somewhere. So he'll probably shoehorn the fella in there.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll be 4 hours over there too.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess we said it over and over again that there's not massive stakes on this game because we've got the Freiburg game to still win the group. So maybe it is a game where we can take some risks. Yeah, I fear for Mabama coming. If Mabama gets that first sort of start of the season, and he hasn't got top players around him, or he's got fringe players around him, that I don't want him to be unfairly judged based on that lack of support. Ronnie Bubble. Wow, I'm impressed with your pronunciation. No idea if you got his name right, but an impressive effort. Cheers, Ronnie. No, that's all I can say.
We'll run with that, won't we?
Well, we got the GSE here, Green Street Elites. Sure, I hope that's a.
We're fucking elevated now, aren't we?
Bit of sarcasm, right? Good morning from a cold and miserable Gatwick. Gatwick, what are you doing in Gatwick, mate? You live there, or you're waiting for a plane? I hope you're waiting for a plane. Green Street Elites. He's saying hello to Rani. Morning, Rani. Kieran Devaney. Good day, Budgie. Budgie. Who's Budgie? Don't know. Cool.
Don't know. Maybe there's some internal love there going already. It's all good. It's all good, right? Oh,
bloody warm in this garage, mate. It is bloody warm.
There you go. We've got a few answers to the questions there as well.
Oh, I'm Budgie, by the way. Yeah, I live by the airport. Cool. Hello, Budgie.
Very nice. Very nice. Time will tell, I guess. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's always not nice to watch the Europa League games, and you don't know much about the team, so anything could happen, really. But I think in some way, shape, or form, we've got to kind of back our form that we've had in Europe over the last couple of years. It's been pretty good, so I'm quietly confident. I mean, I think there's been too many fucking games in the last 12 months where we haven't shipped a goal, so there'll be at least one moment of fucking terror. But I think we'll be okay. So.
Yeah, look, I think when they came to our place, they scored the first goal, didn't they? It gave us a little bit of a shake-up.
That's right. Yeah, they did.
So, I mean, they're not to be taken lightly, but I also think that their defence is pretty fucking average, to be honest.
Yeah.
And if we can't breach it a couple of times, then we're not doing our job, are we?
Yeah. No.
To be frank.
You're absolutely right. We've just got to have a bit of faith, really, don't we? That we've got the players, we've got the depth in the squad. We just got to believe in ourselves and fucking go out there and bang a few past them.
That'd be good.
So,
I'm going with 3-1, 2-1 for you.
Yeah.
I think the confidence is we're going to go out there and win. Not looking forward to the stupid kickoff time. It's for those who have just joined us from the UK. It's a 3:45 a.m. kickoff for us. So it's going to be ripped out of our sleep in the middle of the night.
Yeah. It's going to be hard too, right? Like for even the English supporters, because it starts about 5:45 or something. So most people will still be on their way home from work and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure people will make exception and get away early if they have to.
Yeah. Some sort of excuse will pop up. So the old Budgie's given a 4-0 for him. That's a bold and brash statement, but I'd like to see it. We make for a very good Friday for us, won't it, Dave?
Certainly will. I'll take that any day of the week. Just missed one from Kieran. I'm not getting up at 3:45 for another Burnley. Yeah, unfortunately for Burnley, I watched it on demand the next morning. And I tell you what, I was saying on Monday, I got to the 80th minute and I was nearly just going to fucking turn it off and check the score. It was such a horrible fucking game for so long. Obviously, I'm glad I didn't, and I stuck it out to the end. But Jesus Christ, yeah, you wouldn't want another 80 minutes like that, would you? That's for sure.
No, mate, I was the same as you. Like I had a semi decent night on the Friday. I did manage to sneak away early, but I was pretty cooked, so I did get up early and watch it on Sunday morning, and it was. I'm kind of glad I got my sleep, to be honest with you. But anyway, we'll move on.
Rani Bubble again. After hearing how good our youth is, although it's a test for the young lads, it's a great opportunity for them to show how good they are. Yeah, and we were saying before, like we sent out the youth last year in Romania, didn't we? Didn't they end up winning like 3-0 or something? I think. Fornals played as well, didn't he? And Fornals had a blinding game. It's a bit of a man of the match performance. I think Mubama got that goal that wasn't his again. Another one of those. Back, I think it ended up being an own goal, and he didn't get it accredited to him. So, but you know, he's got that striker's instinct of being in the right place at the right time, and you've got to put that pressure on. And the fact that there has been 2 own goals with being contentious as to whether or not it's his means that he is there or thereabouts. Where I don't think West Ham have had those kind of strikers that are in that spot all the time. Antonio's a little bit makeshift. He's had some purple patches, but he's not got that natural instinct of being on Johnny on the spot, has he?
No, not since the likes of Dean Ashton or even Carroll, although he spent more time at the pub than fucking on the football pitch. But we haven't really had it at all. You're right.
So I've got Nikamang. What is it? Sudi Ariani. I've got to say it right because he's saying that I've got perfect pronunciation here. She's my Balinese missus. I'm Ross. Hello, Ross.
All right, Ross. How are you, mate?
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Next comment. We've got Haydos again. Will be the smallest ground we've played at. Time we played at that Andorran club a while back. Backa's pitch looks like it's backed up on an office block. Okay, do you know? I don't know anything about it. What's the capacity, Haydos? If you could fill us in. Obviously, you know a bit about it, mate. You've done your research. Good lad.
Yeah, mate, it's Gypsy Town, so I can't imagine it's too fucking good. So
smallest ground because we played in some shitty little stadiums, didn't we? Like Denmark and stuff. Yeah, be interested.
Yeah, Silkeborg and Freiburg and all them, whatever the fuck they were.
Ben H, 4:45 a.m. You idiots up there can't get to grips with daylight saving. Yeah, okay, 4:45 for you, mate, but 3:45 for us, unfortunately. You're gonna have a better day than I am because you're getting up a little bit later.
It's all going to be good. We're going to win. Everything's going to be fine.
Kieran Devaney again. Apparently, Rani Mubama is the only youngster out there. Rani Mubama. I think is he talking to Rani? Right. Okay.
I'm not sure, but look, I was doing a bit of research earlier, and according to X, Chester's, Orford, and Ollie Scales have all travelled. So hopefully they don't just warm the bench.
Who's travelled, mate?
Dan Chesters, Lewis Orford, and Ollie Scales.
Yes, his Scales was pretty good, wasn't he?
Yeah, is he the left back?
He was really good.
Yeah,
got into good crosses, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he definitely took his chances. Here we go.
I just chucked another one.
Yeah, I was just going to say that Green Street Elites reckon there's 3,800. So
okay,
you'd be a lucky hammer to get a ticket to that, then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, right. Okay. Ronnie Bubble, I thought I heard Dave say Orford and Chester's had travelled. Yeah, I heard Chester's had travelled. I wasn't sure about Orford, but yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Sorry.
Haydos has chimed in. Listed as 4,500 max capacity, but probably yes. Yeah, I think we firmed that one up now. It's 3,800. Yeah, very small ground.
Yeah, it sure is.
Fair enough. I heard wrong from Kieran Devaney. Yeah, okay, cool. So there's a couple out there as we've determined. Ronnie Bubble, I like Skulls I liked Skulls, was confused how he hasn't been around the first team more. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of noise about the youngsters not really having much opportunity so far this season. But yeah, absolutely. He was pretty damn good, wasn't he, when he played in that Europa League game last year? Green Street Elites, there's more cameras on Eurotunnel than the capacity of the ground. Yeah, I imagine so.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
A lot more than 380 will turn up in Serbia, won't they?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you definitely think so, right? So
for sure.
Anyway, do you want to talk about the Palace game a little bit, mate?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah.
They've
got a few out, right?
Yeah, they're not in the greatest of form either. I think this is a good opportunity for us to get a result, I think. So who's out for them?
They've got Eze and Chekdekore. Who are two pretty influential players in their team. But mate, their form's quite interesting. Like, they've only won 4 games, but 2 of them have been away. Right, so they beat Man U and Burnley in away, but then they've beaten Wolves and Sheffield United at home, drawn to Fulham and Forest, and then recent losses to Luton, Everton, and then Newcastle and Spurs. So it's probably a little bit of a mixed bag more than anything. So have you seen much of them this year, or?
I think from what I've seen just lately, they've dropped in form a bit, haven't they? I think they did have a little sparky patch early on, so they've only won 4. I'm just trying to check on their recent results. Well, I think they lost to Luton last week, right?
Yeah,
not many teams are doing that, are they?
No.
So they're certainly not on plucky form, that's for sure. I think they lost the previous week to Everton. Everton are a bit of a club in turmoil at the minute, so that's not a great result. And I think previous to that, they'd beaten Burnley, but then they'd lost to Spurs, got absolutely thumped by Newcastle 4-0, got a draw with Forest, and then they had that special result away at Man United. But I think sort of since that Man United result, they've sort of only had 1 win against Burnley. The rest have been pretty average or below average. I personally think they're there for the taking right now. We should be getting 3 points at home to them. Having said that, they're a fucking pain in the arse, aren't they, for us? I think the last couple they got a last minute fucking injury time goals, and they're shit, but they managed to just
grind something out, don't they? They just niggle away and get something, don't they? So, you know what? I was reading some shit today about them as well. One of the worst fucking things is that Peter fucking Wanks is on the VAR. We all know how much he fucking loves us.
Who?
Peter Banks, but better known as Wanks.
Righto. Yeah, mate. Look, they're all cunts at the end of the day if they get the decision wrong.
100% they are. 100%, mate.
Let's face it. I mean, look, there's a lot gets said about VAR, doesn't it? But I think at the end of the day, it's. I think it works 80% of the time, right? And then there's the contentious shit. It's here to stay. I'm kind of used to it now. You just don't want any absolute howlers against you, do you? So,
no.
So you say he's had some bad decisions against us. Can you think of a decision that he's been involved with VAR that wasn't a good one?
There was one I was reading. There was a penalty against Soufal, I think it was. We drew with Tottenham, I think it was. I was reading. He actually overrode and made that decision. So, but mate, I mean, his on-field performance against fucking Newcastle is one that sticks in my mind. Most recently, with all that was absolutely deplorable. Like just I guess that equality stuff that came out. Remember Emerson got the yellow card for gesturing hands, and then Almiron didn't, and Gameira's got that early yellow card, and then he put that fucking the trip in on Bowen and didn't get the card for that, and then Lascelles are the same for elbowing Paqueta. So I don't trust the cunt.
So was he the on-field ref against?
He was the on-field ref against Newcastle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was some fucking awful decisions, weren't there? And you just called them all out. So Green Street Elites, he's saying, "Oh look, my flag's dropped down. That's a bit embarrassing. Let me sort that out."
Yeah. I'll read that out for you while you're doing some adjustments there. Main concern at the moment is that Palace always turns up against us, and if we have a makeshift 11, we're in trouble. And look, it's a good point that you raise there. I'm not sure that it's going to be that makeshift. I'm really hoping that Bowen's back for the Palace game. Look, time will tell, though. It could be a little bit makeshift, yeah.
It could be, yeah. I don't know if Bowen's just not travelling to Serbia because it's just not worth the risk. Your dog needs shutting up, mate. Yeah.
Oh, you can hear it, can you?
Yeah,
He's getting a little bit excited. So I'll just shut the door. I'm expecting the missus home in a minute, so he's probably getting excited that she's coming home. So.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure on the state of Bowen, to be honest. I think obviously you wouldn't, if he's just coming back from an injury, you're not going to risk him in a game like tomorrow. But hopefully he's fit for Palace. For me, I'm going to the Spurs game next week. I land on the night of the game or the lunchtime of the game, and I'm going straight over to the old Tottenham Hotspur shithole stadium. So I'm really, really hoping to see Bowen for that one. From a personal, selfish point of view, I don't mind so much if they rest him against Palace to get him well and truly fit for Spurs, because I'd like to see us do them over there. That'd be fantastic.
Hopefully you have a nice curry the night before, mate, so you can have a fucking steaming shit in one of their toilets, or even on the pitch, whatever you do, mate. I don't care. But fuck those guys.
Yeah, well, my daughter's doing a ground tour the morning of the game, so I'm going to get her to leave a big family-sized lasagna in their changing room. So.
Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah, so we're talking about makeshift, right? So I guess, look, if Bowen wasn't available, hopefully Kudus is back. I hear he's got an illness, right? Is there a couple with an illness going around? Maybe.
I think they're saying Kudus and Alvarez. So I'm not 100% if they both are. I mean, Alvarez looked pretty fucked against Burnley. Apparently, he got in like he was the last player back from international leave. So maybe they're just resting him up a little bit. And we all heard about Kudus with his back. So illness or just a little bit of rest. That they obviously need it, but hopefully they're right for the game against Palace, and then definitely for your trip to Spursville, right? So.
I think Kudus is really important to play against Palace. I think that's the kind of team that he could tear up a bit, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kudus back for that one. And hopefully, gets an illness as opposed to an injury. It's something that he'll get over in the next few days. Likewise, precautionary. If he's not well, why would you take him to Serbia? So I guess you'd think that the players not travelling to Serbia are a bit precautionary, or maybe you'd just throw him in for a Premier League game. And likewise with Alvarez, right? I think he's been a rock for us, Alvarez. He's key to our tactics. I said it the other day, right? The way he slots into that sort of centre half position and gives us three at the back, allows our backs to get forward. It's actually more of an integral part of our transitional play going forward than people realize. The job that he does on that tucking in role, it's not something I saw Declan Rice do as much in that way. I think Rice like to sort of charge forward a bit from deep, and he played some very good passes, obviously, and he's a world class player. We all know that, but I just think that that role that Alvarez is doing, the way that he tucks it, makes that back three, and lets full backs get up, is really integral to our counter attacking play. So I'd like to see him back. And look, we keep saying it that Souček seems to be sort of a bit of a weak link that doesn't really do much, but then he keeps scoring goals.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think the biggest concern though with Alvarez is like I can't pick anyone that Moyes actually likes that can play that role. Because everybody else in that midfield three likes to get forward. Yeah. Souček, Ward-Prowse especially, they just don't have that sort of defensive mentality like Alvarez has, and it's disappointing that we don't really have that in the locker. But who knows? It'd be interesting to see what popped up against the Gypsies. Maybe someone might surprise us.
Rani Bubbles just plucking up about Luton. So everyone putting Luton down, but there's plenty think that we were lucky there. Spurs were lucky to win, and Liverpool were really lucky to draw there. Luton are poor, but they are fighters. Yeah, they are fighters, right? But I guess you typically say the Palace were fighters as well, right? And I guess if Luton are winning that fight right now, you go, well, Luton aren't winning too many battles. Yeah, okay, we might have been lucky there to an extent. I think there was a big chunk of the game that we dominated. We were probably lucky with the late onslaught, to survive the late onslaught probably, and probably I think there might have been a shout for a penalty that we got away with, but so we rode our luck to a degree there, but I guess most of the time Luton are coming on the wrong side of those battles, aren't they? And yeah, for them to have beaten Palace goes to show that maybe Palace haven't quite got as much about them right now as they have done in the past when we faced them. So I guess that's really what I'm saying. That I think if everyone wanted to face Palace, probably now is a good time to do it. And I'd like, as I said before, I think it's a type of side that could really make a difference in. They've got sort of players like that, those quick sort of pacey types that can cause some damage. So it'd be nice to do that to them if they've got. You said Eze was out, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I don't have that fucking prick Zaha anymore either. So.
Yeah, right. So, they've hurt us like that in the past. So I'm hoping actually this time we're in a position to do that to them a little bit.
Yeah, the other positive as well is we don't have Antonio, so they can't fucking kick the ball back into play in the 89th minute. And then they go down the other end and fucking score. Remember that?
Yes. Absolutely.
Sorry, mate. It sounds like you're trying to forget it.
Say no more. I'm just going to skip over the others because it's just concurring with Rani's comments. But yeah, fair enough. Luton are fighters. Green Street Elites. Alvarez has been listed as doubtful for tonight. Yeah, we mentioned that earlier on. But as I was saying, it sounds like it's an illness thing. So Kudus and Alvarez are suffering with an illness, and they're probably going to be ready. Well, I think they've been not just doubtful. I think they haven't travelled. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard.
That's the mail.
Hang on. So Rani Bubbles is backing me up on that one. So I think he didn't travel, Budgie. So that seems to be the way things have gone. Haydos, any win against Palace is a good result. One of those Jekyll and Hyde clubs. Yeah, they are Jekyll and Hyde. I guess that's what I was saying, that maybe for once we're actually facing them at a time where we can come out on top of the game, and that's what I'm predicting and hoping for, to be honest. Green Street Elites. I think the Spurs game is Bowen's targeted return. IMO, it's imperative we've got him for the Spuds game. Yeah, I'm with that, mate. Especially given that I am going to that one. I've got my tickets.
Special tickets.
Special. Absolutely. Mate, I've not been to that shithole yet, so I am looking forward to going there. I've been to the old White Hart Lane twice, and on occasions I've seen us win. I saw Slaven Bilic's debut there when Dani got that early goal, and we won 1-0, held on for 90 minutes after scoring in the first couple of minutes, and I saw the one where Ian Wright and Keller scored there. So yeah, I've been there twice and seen 2 wins, so I'm hoping to continue that form into their new shithole.
You could be the good icon that we need, mate.
Hope so, mate. Hope so.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Rani Bubble, all these internationals take their toll. Alvarez has looked funked a couple of times after the international breaks. Yeah, I think we've looked a little bit flat after international breaks generally as a team as well, haven't we? And maybe that is just an indication of the amount that we've got travelling. I think Kudus has been on the plane back and forth a couple of times already, and I don't think that's done him any favours, has it? And yeah, we're certainly going to miss him big time when that African Cup of Nations comes around, isn't it? So.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I think our shit form really started after not the one international break in Spain, but the one before that. That's when we sort of came back and we just started to look a little bit fragile. So I agree with that.
Yeah, we said that a few times, haven't we? Straight after the international breaks. Stuart Angus, hello Stu. Just scared the shit out of me. Heard the barking and thought the ex-missus had come back to spoil my fun. Great show, like. If you got Stuart's ex tied up behind your wall there, mate? Is that what it is?
Well, you know, I wasn't going to say anything, but here he is.
Here we go. It's nice of you to show up, Ryan. How are you, mate?
There was no lights at the pitch.
No lights.
I don't give a fuck about the lights, mate. Did you win or not?
7-2.
7-2. Champions
Nice
of Brisbane.
Ryan
You'll
Barca.
never sing that.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone? Good?
Yeah,
Good, mate. Good.
We're going all right.
Oh.
Did you score?
So we just
Scored 2. Scored a cracking free kick. I got taken down as well, like the FA Cup final in Arsenal in 1980, when Alan was running through, and then some fucker tripped me because he knew I was getting through. I was like, "How can you deny an old man a goal?" Oh. As a champion, how is everyone?
Yeah,
good, mate.
Good.
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 Yeah,
Glad you won. We couldn't do with a grumpy fucker 2 days in the same week.
What's to say? So what have we covered apart from everything?
Yeah, we're just in the middle of discussing Palace at the moment. We did the European game. I think I went with 3-1 as a prediction. Nathan went with 2-1. So we've done that one to death. But why don't you hop in and give us your prediction on that, mate?
What for Topola?
Yeah, Topola in the morning. What are you reckoning for that one?
I've got a feeling we're going to spank them, actually. Yeah, I've just got a feeling. I reckon this could be a 4-1 or even 4-0. Just got a feeling. I don't know why.
Cool.
Yeah, I think.
Someone in the chat said 4-0. Yeah, someone in the chat said 4-0. So yeah, not beyond the realms. I think there's a chance a few kids might start. There's a few that haven't travelled. Don't know if you've heard the couple of illnesses. Alvarez and Kudus ill and not travelled. So we'll see how that starting lineup pans out. But so we're just going through Palace, and we're just kind of saying that they're a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde team, and we've been on the end of a couple of pony results against them in the last couple of years. But I was just saying, I think they're actually on a little bit of a bumpy patch themselves, and I think they're missing Eze and stuff. And I think if any time there was a good time to play them, it's right now. And I think I expect us to put them to the sword, mate. To be honest.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Ryan?
Especially, is it at home or Selhurst Park?
It's home, mate.
No, it's home. Yeah, it's home.
I think we do it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think we're doing.
Yeah.
Probably about ready for prediction.
Sorry, I'm sweating my balls off here.
It's all right. Same as Dave, mate.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's so hot in this garage, mate. It's disgusting. At least you're in an air-conned house.
Was you running around? Oh,
mate, it's disgusting in here, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I see that we've got Elijah Wood in the chat.
Green Street Elites.
Lovely to see you. And that's a new one.
Yeah.
Name's Paddy, apparently.
Yeah, I think Palace, I think we need the points there as well. I think it's a massive game. It's the same as the Burnley game. I think it's a must win. I think it's got 1-0 written all over it, Palace.
No, is that what you're predicting Palace are going to beat us 1-0?
No, I don't. Look, head and heart, two different things, isn't it?
What are you going to go with, mate? Your head or your heart? Let's do a prediction. What do you think?
I always lead with the heart, don't I? I'll go with 2-1 West Ham.
Yep. 2-1. I'm going to go 3-1 West Ham. I think we're going to have too much for him this weekend. What about you, Nathan?
I reckon it's going to be a 2-1 for us. I think we're going to score a few goals. I'm not. I'm not as convinced. I know Ryan said that he's enjoyed watching a few of their games and the football style of football that they're actually playing. But I reckon we've got them covered, especially with Eze and Doucouré out. I reckon we just got too much talent. The one thing I'm a little bit nervous about though is Moyes and his fucking love affair with Ings. If he starts Mabama tonight, and I
think that romance is over.
You reckon?
Yeah, I mean, he'd be silly to himself, wouldn't he? start him again?
I'd like to agree with you, but he's fucking done some stupid shit in the past with like showing faith with players, and especially Ings more than anyone. He showed more faith to Ings than probably any other player. So, look, I just hope if Mbama plays tonight and fucking tears it up, bangs a couple in, then he's really giving Moyes some questions to answer. And I'm sure the crowd will fucking tell him so if he starts Ings over him against Palace. But unfortunately, I can just see it happening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just written in the fucking. Well, it's not really the stars, is it? It's a fucking thunderous sky.
Yeah, and when I said the other day, like about Palace and how they, hello Kieran, nice one, mate. And Budgie, nice to see you. Nice to meet you on here, mate. I think what I was trying to say is I like some, even though they lose a lot of games, I still like this how they try and play. I don't think they're fucking crash out. Don't get me wrong. But like, I think we've got the personnel to actually play that football and be effective. Does that make sense? Yeah. Which is probably like it's the same thing I was kind of saying about the way the company sets up. Like Burnley, I don't think you've got the cattle to play that way, but we have and we should. But we just seem to continually take that pragmatic approach, which is probably what's more frustrating than anything else, right? Yeah. Dave looks like he's losing weight.
I'm getting attacked by fucking mosquitoes in here now. As well as the heat, I'm going to get fucking malaria too.
To any of our UK listeners or anywhere else that's fucking freezing cold, it certainly is not here. I'm telling you that right now.
35 degrees today, and it's probably still 42 in Dave's fucking shed. So.
And if you want to start asking questions, everyone, get in the chat, ask away. We'll try and answer as many as we can. So, go on, mate.
So I was going to say a couple of predictions here. Budgie's predicting that it's a hard game and it's going to be 2-1 West Ham. And Kieran Devaney's going the other way and saying Palace, hate to say it, will win 2-1. So there seems to be a little bit of a 2-1 theme going on. You mentioned 2-1. These boys are saying 2-1 either way. So, yeah, okay. Lots of people thinking it's going to be tight.
Oh, Kieran, how you doing, mate? Wazim, sorry. Where's Budgie from, anyway?
Gatwick.
Oh, fucking hell. Is it because he flies everywhere?
Well, yeah. I said, I hope he was waiting for a plane.
I had to, mate. I had to. Wasim Butt, hi Ryan and the lads. Let's see what type of side Moyes puts out tonight, but hoping for some of our first teamers back in contention on Sunday. Going for the 2-1 win. Yeah. Tonight or Sunday?
I think he's flowed into Sunday there. But yeah. Rani Bubble, would anyone be surprised if being started tonight? Personally, I can see that happening with Obama coming on. Not such a bad thing if he's thinking of playing Obama against Palace. I think Obama's going to get his chance tonight, to be honest.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I love your theory, Rani, but Moyes is just a stubborn prick, right? And he doesn't think the way that you think, right? The only thing that would happen here is Ings would start tonight and the fucking prick will start again against Palace. That's probably more likely than what your theory is there, unfortunately. But I'd love to see Obama start both. He fucking deserves it. He's a kid. Just flog the fuck out of him for 60 minutes, give him a break, and then fucking start him again on Sunday against Palace. That's what I'd love to see. And you know what? Yeah. I'd love to see him try and replicate that fucking Andy Carroll bicycle kick as well.
He's about 3 foot too small.
Obama?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ings. Sorry, mate.
That ball.
Guys, GSC is my channel. I generally interview other fans about their massiveness. I keep telling my missus about my massiveness, but she keeps fucking sending me away. But Budgie, love to do something like that, mate. Get in touch.
Yeah.
Send it over, mate. Love to do something.
Yeah. If you haven't imagined, I think my wife's home.
Mate, Stu's ex-missus is at your place again, mate. What's going on?
Kieran Devaney, me and Budgie do the show on West Ham Network. Love to have you boys on one day. Boys, get involved. Let us know. Get onto I don't know. Get onto our Facebook page and send over a number, and then we'll WhatsApp you. Love to do something. That'd be cool. Normally, yeah.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. Ronnie Bubble, I can't find your channel, Budgie. Just get loads of film clips from search results. I'm sure it's there somewhere. Green Street. I live in Crawley, 3 miles from the airport. Every time I hear Crawley, it reminds me of a story that I heard from David Noble, actually ex-West Ham. And he had Steve Evans as manager at, I'm not sure where it was, but Steve Evans kept going on about Crawley, my players at Crawley. And apparently David Noble got up. He'd had enough of it after half a season. He went, fucking Crawley? It's a fucking pub team. And he got banned. He had to stop playing for whatever team that was. But yeah, that's every time I see Crawley, that's all I think of is David Noble. And that was on a cracking podcast that Jimmy Bullard used to do. Can't remember what it was. Robert Singleton, morning all from frosty Liverpool. I think I'd take half of that, mate. Morning, no, Rob. You want to take some, Wes?
Kieran Devaney, Robert, my man. I think we're having a bit of a loving going on here. Green Street Elites. Mubama is why I think 4-0 to tell the truth. Okay, cool. I think there's a good chance of picking up a goal or two tonight. Robert Singleton. Kieran, how you doing? The loving continues. And again, Green Street Elites is morning away.
Love it, lads. Fucking love it.
There is the loving. Cool. All right. Run out of questions on the actual or comments on the actual game. Look, I think, in terms of Palace, I think we're going to beat Palace about 3-1, to be honest. I know there's a few 2-1s floating around. Well, what did you say in the end, Nathan?
2-1.
Do you think 2-1 as well? Yeah. So it seems to be a common consensus. I'm the only one that thinks we're going to get the upper hand. Pretty solidly.
I think Hart says win.
Mm. Yeah. You just know with our pragmatic approach that we're going League One, maybe even 2. But
no, we've got an amazing low block.
We just concede goals and then we score them occasionally as well.
Fucking useless. Steve, I'll say hello to Alan. Alan, how you doing, mate? Budgie and Kieran, great to see you made it. Thanks for the loving, lads. Make sure everyone subscribes, likes. Please like away. Helps us massively.
Tell your friends and ex-girlfriends.
Yeah. Tell people you don't like. I don't care. Steve Evans was Green Street. Just reiterate this. Steve Evans was the Crawley manager when they played at Old Trafford in the FA Cup about 15 years ago. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. But yeah. So we've got to get up at what time tomorrow?
So 3:45 kickoff, mate. So alarm is set for 3:30.
All right.
I might make it 3:40, get an extra 10 minutes.
Normally I'm a bit more lively, lads, but I'm fucked, actually.
That's all right. You're all done now, though, aren't you, mate? No more
Yeah,
games.
that's it now. All done. No own goals. Happy days.
Fresh as a daisy next week.
Granny Bubbles says team strength will be vital against Palace. We need the missing bodies back for that game. Yeah, I'm not sure about Bowen, but I think, hopefully the others are back. I think Bowen's target, as we sort of established, I think Bowen's targeting the Spurs game, so which is good for me, as we said.
Do you know who I really miss? And I've been thinking about him a lot today.
No, go on.
Pablo
Fornals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're saying it.
I'm really missing him. And you know what? And you know why I said it? Because what's happening at the moment, I've noticed that they're doing all like the fucking 25% off, the Christmas gear and all that shit. It seems like they're only putting the players to do it who ain't fucking playing at the moment.
Mm.
And it's like, I just felt sorry for him. He's putting fucking Christmas jumpers on. And I'm like, poor bloke. Like, he's a legend for us now. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I miss him, man. I love Paolo.
At least he smiles too, right? Whenever he does it with a smile.
Yeah, I want him back.
Yeah.
I think he'll play tomorrow, mate. I think he'll play.
I hope so.
Good question from Kieran there, Ryan. Every week you win by 6 goals. How bad is your league?
Well, to be fair, we lost our first 4 games and then we just fucking smashed it at the end. And we got some fucking cracking players, and I think we didn't take it that seriously when we was like, and then we started playing all right. So yeah, we picked it up for sure, and obviously won the thing. So happy days, happy fucking days. So fucking take that, Kieran. All right, mate.
Maybe you two can sort it out on the GSE show.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Well, I've just taken over KPR, my football team on a Sunday, 11-a-side, player manager. So all this moist stick, I think I'm going to be getting it a little bit.
There you go.
Getting too old. Wasim, but obvious question, guys. Who would you like to succeed from Moyes? Anyone in mind? There's only one in my mind.
Xabi Alonso.
100%, mate.
Mate, the bloke just seems to like go further and further out of our reach every week because the cunt keeps fucking winning, doesn't he?
Well, they're talking about De Zerbi to Real Madrid now.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I'll take that.
Mm. He would be a great addition.
We spend fucking millions on players. Go and pay for a manager. Go get him out of the contract. Show him that you're serious. That's what I want. Like, if you're spending 50 million on players, go and fucking pay 15. Get him out of the contract, whatever it is. Just go and get him. It worked. It worked with Tim starting before. It worked now. There's definitely a plan in place. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. I can't see it going much further than the end of this season. But I really don't know who I want to replace him. But I know what I want, but I don't know who it actually is. But it's definitely someone who's in that style of Alonso, even the style of like Postecoglou or what's his name from fucking last week at Burnley, Company.
It's fucking mad though. We win on Sunday. That's 3, and they lose. We're only 3 points behind Spurs then. Yeah.
And
we've had a shit start. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Good start and a wobble.
Fuck them.
We have.
Kieran, laughing emoji. I think that was at my my attack on him. Green Street Elite, love the channel logo, by the way, lads. Nice to see the towers again. I was fucking proud of that, to be honest. I put it together. And
finest work in the internet, mate.
Oh, mate, I really like it. And if anyone wants any merch, we will get some shirts in at some point, but we just need people to actually want them. And Dave's actually showing one there, mate. You can stand up a little bit if you want, Dave, like just a little bit.
Yeah. Don't go too high up, mate. You'll show around the sweaty patches.
And then we've got a nice little massive on the back, which is cool.
Oh, mate.
You can't read it through the sweat marks.
There you go.
That's the size.
Massive. Fucking brilliant. Tony Martin, evening boys. Hello, Tony. How you doing, mate? Is Zaha still playing? Otherwise, 2-1 to us. He was playing for Galatasaray last night and could not finish his fucking dinner. So that was him. Ronnie Bubble, Zara played. Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
Ronnie Bubble. If Moyes finishes 7th or wins a cup, do they let him go? They have to. They have to.
Yeah. They just need to let it expire. It's almost like Allardyce all over again, isn't it? It's like, thanks for coming, mate. Jog on.
Yeah.
Let's find someone else and take the football in a new direction.
That Burnley game really had that touch of the whole game that he cupped his ear.
Oh yeah.
It really
sure
did.
Yeah.
Kieran, the plan is to resign Moyes. Happy days. I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
Alan Dunn. Dave has to wear the shirt when he goes over for the games. Yeah, we're actually making him do that.
Yeah. It's just like the opposite of tonight, isn't it? He's sitting there sweating his fucking.
Yeah, we've got a couple of shirts. We've got the.
So, Dave, you're over.
I'll be wearing the Brisbane Hammers one as well that Nathan's modelling. Next week.
When are you over?
Spurs game.
Is there any games that
the Spurs game?
So, is there any games that you want to at home or not?
Home. Yeah, I'm going to Freiburg at home. I'm going to Wolves at home and Man United at home.
So, if anyone wants to go and meet Dave for a pint, let him know. That'd be good. Get to see some people. But yeah, what do you reckon, lads?
Life's good, mate. Life's good. Thanks for joining us all tonight. It's been another fun chat. Congratulations on another trophy, Kingy. Hopefully you'll get that one framed and up on the wall next to your Europa League one. That's going up soon too, I hope, mate. Yeah,
I'm going to put a fucking picture of Kieran up as well next to it. Fucking wanker.
Keep it civil, boys. Keep it civil.
It's all love and war in here, mate. It's all love and war.
When do you take off, Dave? It's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
So we'll be
Tottenham game.
Yeah, right. So you'll be in transit
mate,
when we do our next live show, right?
Like, fuck yeah. Yeah. I'm really struggling. We'll have to call it a day, boys. I am just fucking bacon. All right.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Cheers, everyone. Another great show. Obviously, the lads took on first bit, and sorry for being late again, but that's it. Football season over. I will be back and from the beginning. So, one thing left to say.
Come on, you
it's.
Come on, you